All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the Wild. Welcome back to the channel. I am in one of my favorite places I would say close to my place. It's like half an hour drive to get to Pit Lake. This is a marsh around this tidal lake. It's very early in the morning because I noticed that after the sun comes out, this fog is gone. Look at these guys. I scared them. Anyways, this is one of my favorite spots to photograph. I keep coming back. And I keep taking the same pictures ever again. But are there two identical pictures? I don't believe it for a second. That's why I keep coming, because I don't have this shot and I love it. There's nobody, almost. There's somebody. There's some birds. Anyways, we don't get any of the mountains in the back. And, we could do a mystical shot, probably from this location right over here. Why not, guys? Let's do it. So this fella is gonna be we want it low, we want it high. How do we want to do this shot? Let's find a suitable composition, and we do this by leveling carefully the camera in this spot. Then I'm just gonna pan, right, and see where we are at. I would say this is good. So because I panned, I gotta re-level everything again. So now this is pretty cool. I got a Velvia 50 in the chamber, and I got a 2.5-ish center filter. I'm not gonna polarize anything because we're already 1.5 seconds at f/22. So we just want to shoot a 1 second. Is gonna be f/18. So we're just gonna do here, right, f/18, so like this, and we're gonna do 1 second. We're gonna remove the body cap, of course, and very simply we're gonna remove the dark slide. Don't forget to do that. And also very simply, we're gonna just check the focus, which is not right. Look at this. And right over here, and then we're gonna take the shot. But first of all, let's just take a second to appreciate the sun peeking out. This is going to give me a little bit of a light over here. So better wait a couple minutes maybe. So better, first of all, put some gloves on because it's freezing. Oh my God. It's quite difficult to operate this camera without gloves, especially for dark slide. It's pretty hard to... Look at this. Look at this. Sun is peeking. And I'm freezing, and yeah, we got a little bit of a hint of a light. You see, just the first light of the morning hitting those plants in this phenomenal spot. Just take in the sounds of the birds chirping and the fresh and crispy air that is going on at this time of the day, because soon this fog is going to be gone anyways. Let's see what we can do with this hint of a light that's peeking out from the mountains. And let's do 1 second, all right? And 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. That is the sound that I prefer, the zzz, the 1 second sound. Anyways, always remember to... Oh, you hear these noises? There's people hunting somewhere there. And yeah, that's the sound of photography again. Just pure mechanical shutter, just pure analog beauty right in front of us. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope I did everything correctly to show you a slide right now. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house, and look at this. Welcome back to the channel. I got a foggy, misty morning in front of me, recreated perfectly on this RVP50, which means it's a Velvia 50, guys. This is the magic of a physical artifact right before your eyes. With film, you just don't get an image, you get a thing. This is something, guys. This is not a file. This is a tangible, real-world object that you can hold in your hands. You can archive in a binder on some pieces of transparency like this. There's going to be some other pictures here. But anyways, you hold them there, you store them there, you archive them, you project onto a wall. There's something undeniably romantic about pulling out a sleeve of 120 slides, 6x17. That is pretty flexing, and placing them on a light box, grabbing a loop, reliving the moment in a way that digital files on a hard drive simply cannot replicate. It's something that it's just like my favorite thing to do. And I'm sharing this moment with you to the best I can, because this thing, you gotta be coming here and see this thing with your very eyes to understand what am I talking about. Let's get into this detail over here. Would you look at that? Check out this thing right over here. Digital images, they live in a transient, like fragile state. It's like a collection on ones and zeros, they're just waiting for like a software to make them unreadable, basically. So it's, you're gonna lose a hard drive. Yeah, your pictures are gone forever. If you store your negative or your positive, well, they're gonna outlive you for sure. So don't worry about the storage capability of a slide. Also, there's like the organic nature of the grain versus the sterile synthetic pixels. This is just grain, guys. It's crazy. Film grain is random. It's full of life. Interacts with light in an unpredictable way. I mean, it's kind of predictable. You can predict, but you can create texture and depth that digital noise cannot mimic. You can try, you can simulate, but not like this. Forget about that. Look at that. Look at that. It's, the digital noise, here there's not much noise because, we're shooting at 50, but the grain, how it's arranged, you can pretty much see the grain right over here. Digital noise is you cannot replicate this, the end of the story. That's it. It's different. It's different. It's artificial. So it's like, yeah, it's not going to happen. And, something also that, it's obviously like really attractive is that with film, every shot counts. You have a limited number of frames per roll. That limitation forces you to be present in the moment. You gotta be precise, you gotta be intentional. Digital, whatever, spray and pray, fire off 100 shots, delete, repeat, whatever. It's unlimited trial and error method that can make a photographer lazy. That's what I think. Here, you can't be lazy. This demands that you think before you press the shutter, not only because of the cost, but because otherwise you're not gonna get anything. You gotta think. The result? What is the result? This thing that I have in my hands? Guys, this is a deeper connection with your subject, in this case with the landscape, with nature, with the environment. You're connected deeply at a deeper level and at the more refined level, and you gotta be doing that if you want to do compose like nicely. It's like the difference between a carefully crafted sentence and smashing the keyboard until something readable appears. This is analog photography, and that is digital photography. This is a phenomenal piece of slide which has a presence as a life. It's something that I can hold in my hands and I can admire whenever I want. And I hope also you like to admire this one because I love it. So really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.